Hope you're well. It is the middle of August. I think it's the 18th. It is a gorgeous day here, not too hot. Middle Georgia, Honey Hole Farms. I'm J.M. Wood. I'm going to go through a couple of hives today, just see what we see. These two hives have I took some room off of the first one to get them down into the bottom brood box. I'm going to see how they're doing, see how the numbers are, and hopefully they're bringing in some nectar. And then check the other one. I added some room to it, so I want to make sure I made the right decision there. And hopefully they're growing in number. We'll check on brood, nectar, any small hive beetles, anything like that. So stay with me. All right, well, this first hive I'm gonna jump into, you know, if you look at it, it might appear like there's really not any bees here, but the bees, there's a lot of bees just on the inside here. So pretty interesting. It's a pretty warm day. Most of the time they're out here either bearding around. Now they are in here, they're just inside. So let's take a look and see what we got inside. Okay, well, I'm popping the top off of here. Let's see if we got any feed. Oh, well, they've drank a lot of feed. There's still some pretty good amount of feed in here. It's amazing how some hives will just absolutely drink it down. You see all the bees in there on it. I'm gonna be real easy here, and we'll fill it back up when we leave, but some of the hives just drink it down. I got one that drinks it so fast you can hardly keep it full, but this hive just not doing the same thing. So it's amazing how different hives are. Now look at this, got good bee numbers up here. I don't see any small hive beetles, anything like that. Pump that down. Okay, this is one I took room off of them to see if I could just get them to fill in this hive a lot more. Now the bees look good in here. I see them thick across the entire thing, and they should be. Let's just see how they're doing in here. Wind off the lake is not helping me with the smoker. Let's see what we got. Just want to make sure these girls are good and healthy. Alright, got nectar, even some capped. Oh man, look at this. Oh, that is nectar. They have got it capped, got pollen. They are capping the honey. So that looks good right there. That's actually a very good sign. Got some resources. Should be able to hopefully see the queen here. This one's a hiding queen like crazy. She will hide on you. Alright, got a little bit of nectar, a little bit of pollen all the way across here. Tons of pollen. A little bit of brood, tiny bit. Pollen, this is a pollen and nectar frame. Alright, all of you girls, let's be good. I'm going to try not to smoke you all that much. Alright, this one's got some weight. I'm going to be real careful with it. Okay. There's a couple of queen cups. Pollen. Not seeing any brood, so that's concerning me. I wonder if our queen's okay in here. A little bit of spotty brood right there. I'm seeing a bunch of nectar going in. Alright, let's look at this next one. Hopefully we can start getting into some eggs or some brood and see that queen. Alright, more nectar. I'm not seeing the queen right off. Looking through here, lots of nectar. These girls are packing it in. Alright, bee numbers are not extremely heavy either. Let's see, I'm gonna have to be careful with this hive. Really need to make sure we know what we got here. Alright, those girls are really after me. I need to smoke them. Now there's a little bit of brood. Just a tiny bit. A little bit of brood. Got tons of nectar they're stacking in. Starting to concern me a little. Alright, I want to make sure that we got a queen in here, because I'm really not seeing any brood, which is worrying me to say the least. Bees are a lot more agitated. Makes me wonder if we got a queenless colony. Maybe not. Lots of bees down here. Don't see any brood. Stacking nectar. Stacking nectar. Alright. No brood, just stacking nectar. Okay. Let's see what we got here on this one that's got a lot of bees on it. Not feeling great about this one. Alright. Spotty brood. Let's see what we got. Got a little bit of brood right there. I see little larvae all down in the bottom of this. Queen should be on this frame. There she is. She's hiding on the bottom. There she is right there. There's the queen on the bottom, hidden. Okay, there she is. I really need to mark her again. But that's our queen. Okay. Alright, so she's in here. She does not like to be messed with. I'm going to stick this right back in here real easy. Okay, we got a queen. We just got to watch her. Hopefully she'll build back up here. Not a lot of brood, but we did find the queen, so we're just going to watch this colony. Okay, so before we leave, I'm going to pour a little bit more sugar water back in here. They're not hitting this too hard, so I'm just putting a little bit of freshener in there. They still got the sugar water they had, so that should do this a little hot. Okay, well, one last thing I'm going to do. I actually added back this entrance reducer. I'm going to shut that down just a little bit more until they can build some numbers back up. I see them going in with pollen. They're obviously putting some stores in there. Just want to make sure the queen starts laying again. It's August, so they slow down the brood at that point. So not too concerned, but I'm going to watch it close. Okay, here's the next one we're going to get into. You can see the bees are out front kind of hanging out. See a few coming in and out. Saw one just going in covered up in pollen just a minute ago. So got some good activity. Boy, they're coming in with saddlebags just full of pollen. I am seeing some plants out there that are could produce some nectar right now. I'm seeing things like magnolia. Actually seeing some very early signs of goldenrod. Plants producing or starting to grow where they might be a little early this year. Of course, crepe myrtles and other things. Lots of pollen plants, but not a lot that has heavy nectar just yet. Now here's a hive next to them that's got much better activity. You can see they're coming in and out here pretty nicely. I've been watching them, but this one is the one we're going to jump into. Let's see what they got going on inside. Okay, well, I'll pop this top off. Look at all these ants running around. I'm trying my best. I think it's this inner lid. I need to switch this inner lid. Sometimes it gets ants in here, but it usually is. They're usually not inside. Now they got a little bit of feed. I'm going to put feed on them again. So let me pop this top off. Ants will scatter. Generally just run off the box. All right, let's take this one. Pull this feed off. Just set it down in the middle there. Those bees will be fine. All right. I'm gonna smoke these girls real quick. See them in there. Pretty good numbers up top. I got a medium on top here, so I added this one the last time I was in here because they were exploding pretty good in population, and I just want to make sure I made the right decision. See if I see any. I don't see any small hive beetles, which is good. I'm always concerned about that, but I'll tell you what, I use Grub-X, or you know, you can try different ones that really do the same thing as Grub-X. It doesn't have to be Grub-X, but Grub-X around your hives to me helps. Of course, you know, hive beetles fly, so, but they need to go into the ground around the hives or to multiply. So the thought is, if you put Grub-X, you should be able to kill them right around your hives. All right, let's see here. Got nectar going in. Oh, definitely got it on this side. They're stacking nectar on here. This is the medium up top, so whenever goldenrod hits, they should. They're really moving around good here, so a little antsy. Let's just kind of see what all that's about. Maybe I move this frame over. And then kind of separate these a little bit. A little bit of checkerboarding, if you will. Okay. Looks like they got bees. There's not a lot going on these outsides areas here, so I'm going to pop this off. Let's see if this was a smart move to add this box or not. Propolized it down, I know that. Okay, I really can't hear them in there. Alright, got good bee numbers in here. I'm actually going to take this off. I don't know that that's doing a whole lot of good here. Little trap. Alright. I'll smoke this thing. Just give them a little bit of smoke. Alright. Okay, well, let's get down in this bottom brood box here. This outside one's got some weight on it, and I can see a lot of bees down in the bottom. That's good. Nothing on this side. I mean, I got plenty of room. Nectar all over this side. They're stacking it in. That's good. Alright, we'll take that. I'm going to set this right back in place. Good looking bee numbers though down here in the bottom. And they got quite a few up top. I probably could have got by with leaving that top off, but I want to watch them closely. The bee, there's some brood. Okay, let's see here. Remember that last one, the queen was hiding under the bottom. Here's some more brood, that's good. Got little bitty eggs in there. I see some small larvae that she's gone back and backfilled in the middle. There's some nectar all the way around the top here, which looks really good. Got pollen in that bottom corner. Good looking frame, actually. Really nice. Okay, like to see that. Definitely more brood than what I saw in that whole last hive over there, so this one looks a whole lot better to me already. Alright. Boy, I can feel the bees moving on this one now. This one's full of brood. Look at this. Alright, there we go. Got good brood. All the way around, nice numbers. Got nectar around the outside of this frame. Pollen. You can really see that one. Let's see if we can get in the sunshine here. Alright. Look at this. Nice. Brood, good brood pattern here. Everything that's open, they've either hatched or got some nectar in it, so tons of nectar. They're stacking. Pollen around the outside. Good looking frame. I don't see the queen right off. No, I could miss her. Let's glance one more time, see if we see the queen. Look at that. Bees covered in pollen right there. Look at her saddlebags. Okay. Lots of pollen. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? Tons of bees with pollen all over. Alright. The pollen's strong. Coming in right now. Alright, let me smoke them. Okay, just pulled this one. Look at this. More brood. I mean, she's stacking the brood in here. Wow, this is what's so different than That other hive, there's a little bitty larvae in here, so that queen's around here somewhere. I can really hear the bees fanning down in the box. Just trying to see if we got a queen down here somewhere. Looking across to see if I see her. Look at all this pretty brood. I mean, this is really healthy numbers. And I'm glad that I did add that top box for resources on this hive. Really, now I think that's a real good decision, especially with the number of brood she's laying and knowing they're stacking some nectar. Got lots of pollen. Look at this. Okay. Nectar. Let's see if I see that queen. I see some eggs all down in that middle part, or all in there. There's eggs all in that middle. Okay. Glance over here to see if I see anything. I don't see the queen right off. Lots of nectar up top. I may just overlook the queen. I'm sure that's what I've done because there's bees all through here. Well, I totally may have missed her. Now I see a good number of bees on these next frames here. Let me check. I didn't see the queen right off, but I did take one of the frames that was kind of towards the outside. I'm just going to move this one right to the middle here. Let's give her some room to lay. So I don't have any doubt the queen's in there. I saw some little bitty eggs, so feel good about this one. I'm going to put the top back on. Got all these bees. She actually could be up here, and I just missed her. Okay. Sorry for the bad camera angle. Alright, bees are back in place. We're going to cover them. Alright, got our feed up top again. I'm going to fill this thing back up. We've got some a little bit heavier than 1-to-1 sugar water, and they're doing a good job with this, so I'm going to give them a good bit. Leave these girls alone. They got a lot of brood. There's an ant. Get you in. Alright. Button this back up.